All right, bassoons, it's time to do one of the coolest things that the bassoon was kind of designed for, and that's to play some low notes. All right, so look down to the bottom of your warm-up to the low tone workout, and we're gonna get, as you can see, all the way down to the lowest note that we can play on our bassoon. It's that low, low, low B flat there at the bottom of the page, okay? All right, so I've got lots of things written there, and I have lots of your thumbs drawn for you to help label things. And again, I'm gonna try to show you everything here, okay? All right, so we know the first two notes, it's low F, and then just add that pancake thumb for low E, okay? All right, so then the next two measures, we're gonna start on that E, and then we have to get to a new note, E flat, and it says plus low D, which if you remember, it's the back thumb here, so make your valley flatten for low D, and the resonance pinky, like the pinky we use for your in the staff E flat, and like your half whole G. Okay, so again, let's finger low E with pancake. Then again, to get to low E flat, we're gonna add low D with the back of our thumb, make your valley, and then resonance pinky. That's E flat, okay? All right, then the next two measures, we start on that same E flat, so don't change your fingers in these whole rests, okay? And then we get to D, and it says to play low D, just take off your resonance pinky. Because, remember, this thumb is your low D key, okay? So low D is like pancake low E plus that back of the thumb with low D, okay? All right, now D to D flat is kind of a different one, okay? So I'm gonna transition. When we go to D flat, you kind of have to start drifting your thumb up, okay? Because to play D flat, we need the low C key, and we need actually the far pinky down here, okay? It's a stretch because your thumb is stretched up to the low C, it's the round one, and then your pinky is stretched down to the bottom pinky. That's low D flat. So again, low D, okay? And then you kind of have to start migrating, sliding your pinky so that you can slide it up to that low C plus the bottom pinky for low D flat, okay? That's honestly, I think the trickiest maneuver is D, back of thumb, and then you got to transfer to D flat. D, D flat, okay? And again, don't forget about that bottom pinky here. I'm just kind of showing you how my thumb kind of slides to that low C key, okay? All right, well, if you can play that low D flat, then if you look at the next two measures on the second line, D flat to C is easy. Just take off that bottom pinky. And now there's low C because you already had your low C key down for low D flat, okay? You still with me? All right, the next two starts on low C, and then we just have to add the low B key here, which is the first, the one on the left. It looks like a little hockey stick, okay? That's your low B. And then to get to the last one, low B flat, just lay your thumb down again across the other hockey stick. So now my thumb is kind of laying down across there, C, B, B flat at the end. And your right hand down here is still kind of playing low E. You've got 4, 5, 6, low F, and your pancake key down, okay? So again, probably the trickiest maneuver, I think personally, is the D to D flat, where you have to kind of slide your thumb up to that low C and stretch to that far pinky, all right? But if you can do that, you should be able to get everything else. Okay, I'm gonna play this for you. It's gonna get super low. We've gotta use lots of low, warm, slower air. We've gotta keep our face really tall and even flatten your tongue against the bottom of your mouth. Okay, so I'm gonna play all the way down to that low B flat for you. For this, my metronome's at 90 since we're doing whole notes. All right, F to E is first, right? Here's 1, 2. Now E to E flat. Now E flat to D. Now here comes that D to D flat. D flat to C. Now the lowest note that you can play on bassoon. So I was trying to spin around so maybe you can see some of my thumbs moving around back there, okay? But by the look of it, my face, let's see, and now I'll see play forwards, the last two, so you can see how tall my face is. And my lips are actually really loose around the reed. Like essentially they're just sealing the air in so it's not leaking out the slides. But you can see I almost like slid my reed out of my face. My lips were so kind of loose. All right, so not much pressure on the reed there, just lots of low warm air, and have some fun with your low tones.